Hey, it's Courier Girl. So let's talk about perfectionism. Are you a perfectionist when it comes to things about your vehicle? I am about some things, and then other things I let go way too long. And then I wonder why I do that. So when I got this van, it was so, I was so happy and so excited, and I kept it super clean and took it through the car wash every week. And then I was always like cleaning out the floorboards and, wiping off the windows if they got dirty in between car washes and all that kind of stuff. And I'm kind of lazy about that these days. It's not cluttery, I don't have stuff all over the place, but the dash is a bit dusty and the floorboards really need to be cleaned out, and I probably need to get new floor mats because the ones in here that came with the van don't really fit. I'm sure they're not the original ones, and so I'm always like pushing it around because it's never in the right position, but yet I'm putting up with that annoyance instead of getting it fixed. But then other things, like, I get fixed right away. If it's mechanical, it gets fixed right away. My oil gets changed right on time. My tires get rotated right on time. Other things like that, because I want this van to last a long time. But things like the floor mats, or like I have a crack in my windshield. It's been there over a year. It's not really in my way. It's down at the bottom. And then just recently, a rock hit my windshield, and so I have another little round hole. I think I put a picture of that one up. So now I've got two things with my windshield. Am I going to get it replaced? I could, but I just keep thinking, the day I get it replaced, another rock will hit it, and then I'll have another crack. So it's not bothering me. Kind of bothers me sometimes, but for the most part, it's not bothering me enough to get it replaced. Another thing is my climate control knob broke last summer, and it was stuck on defrost, and it just wasn't like, I would have the air on and it wasn't getting to me, it was getting to my window. So my mechanic did a temporary fix where he set it back on vent, and then when winter came he set it back on defrost. But it took me a whole year to get that part because I was mad. I didn't want to buy the part. It was a couple $100, and it probably only needed one piece of it, which probably would have cost 10 or 15 bucks. And I'm like, why do you have to buy the whole assembly when you could just buy the one part? I hate that things are like that now. You can't just buy. Remember when you could go to stores and just buy like a screw or a bracket or a little part to something and then fix it for a few cents back then, or a couple bucks? And now they're like, well, yeah, you got that one little thing wrong, but it's going to cost you $500 because you got to buy the whole assembly. It just makes me so mad. So I didn't fix that for a year, but I finally did fix it this summer. And the windshield still isn't fixed. And there's other little things. There's dings from rocks hitting, on the highway. Rocks will kick up and hit. And so I notice there's some paint chips and stuff like that. And things that, if I think about them too much, they really start to get on my nerves. But I have to remember, I drive so much, 300 miles a day on average, that stuff's going to happen. I'm going to get little dings from rocks. Somebody might open their car door and hit the side of my van and put a little dent in it when I'm in a parking lot. These things are things that just happen, and as long as it's not totally beat up, it's good enough. I need to let go of being a perfectionist when it comes to this. If this was my personal car that I drove, when I'm not working, well, I'm always working, so I usually drive this, but you know what I mean. If this was like my personal car that I was really happy about, then yeah, I would be more picky about the little small things, but I need to not be. So I guess this has kind of been a lesson for me because I was really picky before. And now I'm learning to kind of relax and go with the flow a little bit. Not that I wouldn't get anything major fixed, I would, and I do. I'm very good with maintenance. I'm very good with mechanical things. If something is really going to be a problem, like if that crack in my windshield went all the way across and it was getting in the way of my vision when I was driving, it would get replaced right away. If I have tire issues, those get done right away, because wheels, without wheels, you're not going anywhere. And if your tires blow or go out, you could have a major wreck. So those are important to me. But these little things I've let go of. So I'm just wondering, how are you about that? Are you like super particular and maintain your vehicle and keep it looking showroom new all the time? A lot of people drive their personal vehicles for courier work, so maybe you do. Or do you have like garbage and clutter and stuff all over the place so you can hardly get yourself into the seat? Other people are like that. Now, I'm not like that. I keep garbage out. Um, but these other little things I don't worry about anymore. I used to. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to talk about perfectionism and how it applies to me and ask how it applies to you. So let me know in the comments. That's it for now. Have a great day, and I will see you on the road.